Okay, open Blender. Then up here, drag this out. Drag this panel out so you can see all your measurements and stuff. Change your units in this one to the scene, click scene, and then click units. Units will look like that. Drop down units, change it to metric or imperial, change the length to what you need it, and then import your SVG, import SVG, downloads, Michael, import. Select it, then right click and convert to mesh on each thing, highlight, convert to mesh, highlight, convert to mesh, highlight, convert to mesh, highlight, convert to mesh. Everything's been selected to mesh, and then highlight the biggest part, press tab, change to edit mode, press A, press E to extrude, and then press Z without pressing the mouse, moving the mouse, and then drag it upwards, and then press F. You need to have this sort of view. You can't have a top-down view, you've got to have this view. Right. Then turn on X-ray mode. After X-ray mode, just select all the bottom without selecting any of the top, and then press F to add another face. Then come back up, press tab to go back to object mode. It says object mode up here. Every time you press tab, it drops into edit mode. Tab, object, tab, edit, tab, object. Right. Up here on the side, you can see the different parts that you can work with. So if I select curve 3, it'll highlight that bit in the E. So I can work on this part now. Press tab, and then A to select all, E to extrude, Z for Z axis without moving the mouse. Drag it up. Press F straight away while the top bit's still selected to add a face. And then select the bottom bit, add another face. And then press tab to go back to object mode because you're in edit mode. And then move on to the next one up here. So curve number 2, which is the part of the A. So in object mode, press tab again to go to edit mode. Press A, E to extrude, Z without moving the mouse. Drag it up. And then press F for a face. And then select the bottom. Press F for a face. And then press tab again to go back to object mode. And then move up here again and select the next part that you need, which is the eye. So press tab to go from object mode to edit mode again. Tab, A to select, E to extrude, and then Z straight away without moving the mouse. E, Z, drag it up. And then press F to add a face to the top. And then select the bottom. And then F to add a face to the bottom. Then tab again to go back to object mode. And then select the next one up, which is the M. So press tab again to go back to edit mode, A to select all, E, Z, and drag it up, F to add a face, and then F to add another face, and then tab to go back to object mode. You can turn X-ray mode off now, and everything should have a face. Now you can grab that and change the height. So I'm going to change the Z height to 20 mil. And then I'm going to change this one to 20 mil. And then I'm going to change this one to 20 mil. And then this one to 20 mil. And this one. Oh, actually, I should have changed them all to 25 mil. 30 mil. Let's make it 30 mil. 30 mil. 30 mil. Right, yeah, you're working with a border. So I'm just going to quickly add border. Cube. Okay, so we want to use this, what we've made as a boolean modifier. So I'm just going to hide this border that I made and just grab these three, two, because I don't need the I. Okay, and Control J to join. So now they're just one object. So I can move these down. Actually, the little origin thing's over here, but if you right click and set origin to geometry, you can change it to the center of the geometry of what we're working on. Can move it down a little bit. Right, so I can select this outside bit and then go to modifiers, select the boolean. Now I get the paint dropper, or the little thing, select what I want to see. How here it says curve 0004, and then if you highlight this part that you're working on, it says 03, so you know you're on the right part. Select that, make sure you press here and click apply, and then after that you should be able to delete these and have two parts. If it doesn't work, then you need to select each part, press tab and then A, and then do shift and N, and it will recalculate normals down here. You need to do that to each part. So go to edit, select it, select it, and then go to edit, press A to select everything, and then press shift N, and it will recalculate the normal. So you might have to do that on this part, and this part, and then try the boolean again, and it might work. Okay, just going to change the height of this one to 20. Right, so we've got our writing. Just going to turn this back on, the border. Now, the location of this, so the z-axis is -5. I might change that to 0. So it's this outside border is laying flat on the grid. And then I can select each part of, hold down shift, and you can select each part of what you're working on. Press Control and J, and it will all turn to one color. Now you can see that Michael is actually, the Z location is sitting flat on the bed. So if I want to move it up, let's say 10 mil, I can move it up 10 mil. I'm not sure how high this is. I might change the height of this to 30 mil. Right, so now I can select this, add a modifier, choose the writing, and then do apply. Then I should be able to delete the writing, and most of it worked, but not all of it. That's alright, because we can just do Control Z to undo it. Control Z again. Let's see,